Hey! So today I'm doing a little quick thing. I have an abundance of courgettes and little baby apples that keep falling off the tree. They're not quite ready yet. And I didn't kind of want them to go to waste, and I didn't really know what to do with them, and I don't have the equipment or the space to do some sort of like ferment with them or anything like that. So I thought I would slice up the good bits. Some of them have been eaten a little bit, but I'm going to slice up the good bits and I'm going to put them in the dehydrator and see how they taste. And the courgettes I'm having a slight battle with. I do have a lot of them, and some of them are growing quite big. One of them turned into a marrow, and I could eat these all day, but one of my kids specifically has a bit of a vendetta against courgettes. Really hates courgettes. So we have kind of like a little deal where it's like, one meal we'll have courgettes, one meal we won't. One meal we'll have courgettes, one meal we won't. And I didn't fancy fermenting courgettes, so I thought I would put them in the dehydrator, blitz them up, and see if I can make some sort of a powder with them, and that maybe that way they might be a little bit more tolerable to my son. Now, this courgette, I've started cutting it, but I thought I would show you that I took it off the plant early because it was doing this, and it's starting to get eaten. I don't know what happened to it, but I took it off the plant to help the others grow. So although, it's not great, I'm going to try and save as much of this as possible, and put the rest in the compost. But yeah, I don't want to waste any, so... Okay, so I'm filled up my dehydrator. I'm going to be adding some calendula flowers and petals that I've harvested. I've been harvesting those bit by bit and drying them whenever I dry something else. I'm going to be using those to like infuse an oil because it's really good for your skin. So yeah, fingers crossed. Dried courgettes and apples. Woo. We have some apple slices that I think are ready. The courgettes are not quite ready yet, so I'm going to take the apple slices out and put the courgettes back in. And the calendula petals are also ready, so let's take a look. Having had a little look at them, some of the calendula petals are not fully dried yet. I don't know if it's because of like them having the middles in, some of them. So I'm just going to put those back on top. Yeah, just to make sure. I don't want to put them in the jar and then come back to them a few days later and it's like all mouldy. That's happened to me before when I haven't fully dried something out. And if you like have had a big sort of stash of something and the jar's gone mouldy inside because you just didn't dry out it, like whatever it was you were drying out enough. Yeah, heartbreaking. Right then, I've gotten them out. They look pretty done to me. That looks like it's completely devoid of any moisture. It's chewy. So I think that maybe my slices could be, would benefit from being thicker, but it's really sweet, like really sweet, like sweet sour. Oh, yeah, I like that. These would be really good, maybe flavoured with cinnamon, or like soaked in cinnamon, sort of something. I'm thinking of ways to make this even better. I mean, it's amazing. And it's going to be a really tasty snack. So I'm just making sure there's absolutely no moisture in this jar. I've put tissue paper in it. It's been stood in the window. I'm just making sure nothing's got in there. It's absolutely clean. As you can see, I haven't bothered taking the labels off the jar. Just because a lot of the times they really glue the labels on, and they're really difficult to get off. And like when you've got quite a few jars that you want to wash, it's like, does it really matter about the label? Like, no, not really. So I'm just going to put a label over the front of it, just so I know what it is. Like, not that I wouldn't, but I mean, so everybody knows what it is. I'm just going to write apples on here. Dried apples. There we go. Really easy, really simple, and good way of like utilising the apples that weren't quite ready to like eat normally. There's going to be so many different ways that I end up storing apples. Like we're going to be making apple crumbles. I'll be dehydrating apples. I will be trying to look at doing some fermented apples in the same style as the rhubarb. I'm going to try and make some sort of apple sauce or apple jam. Like, I don't know quite what to do with that because we don't eat meat, so apple sauce for something. Yeah, I think it would just be a jam that we would use it for. There's lots of different ways. If you know any different ways of storing apple without freezing, because I'm trying to do it without freezing. I don't have a freezer and I'm trying not to buy one. Just because, for many reasons really, but like if you have any non-freezer methods of drying or storing apple, please let me know. Yeah, that would be much appreciated. Okay, so it's the next day. The courgettes and the calendula petals are ready. I'm going to start putting those in jars now. Okay, so I know it's not a lot. It doesn't look like a lot, but that's only 2 little harvests that I've done, and that's only of the flowers that were like near finished. So this is good. Infusing these in some oil is going to be amazing when I get around to making some new balms. Yeah. Now for the courgettes. Yep, so the courgettes are ready. I've just tried one on its own. It's actually really tasty. Like if you was to put a little bit of salt on, wow. But I want my teenager to eat these. So I'm not gonna. He won't eat them as crisps. I know that because they're not technically crisps. So I'm gonna blitz them up. I'm gonna turn them into a powder, and I'm gonna use these as a stock next time I cook. There you go. Look at that. I think I might need a bigger jar if I'm going to do any more. But I reckon that is going to make good stock. And also a very good way of getting courgette into my teenager without having a battle. We've done dried courgette, we've got the dried apples and the calendulas. I love my dehydrator so much.